Oh yeah, we got us both.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
Seriously.
That's how you start the show.
Fuck!
Oh yeah.
No,
Come
that's
on,
how we
boys.
start
Play
the
me
show.
something worth sipping to. Here we go now. All right. Welcome to American Whiskey, where we talk about two of my favorite things, America and whiskey. So grab a glass, grab some ice, drink it neat, drink it however the hell you want. Sit back, relax, and let's talk about where the hell this country's headed. Yeah. Cheers. All right now. That's enough, boys. All right, let's talk. Welcome back to American Whiskey. As always, I'm not only your favorite fat host in the whole entire world, but I've got a cool shirt on. I think you can find it somewhere. We'll find out where, find out why they call me Big Easy. On the other side of the studio, as always, my right-hand man, Justice League.
It's been a while since I've been here on a Wednesday.
Now we're going to go to the left because you know where you got your name from. Big Mike's in house. He's over there somewhere. Go wave hi there. He's there. He's there.
Mike.
Big Mike. That's where that
Big
name coming
Mike.
from. Now we also got the bartender.
Bartender.
Yeah, we can do that. We can make this work. We can make this work. We've also got Uncle Joey.
Yay!
And you may know the one and only Big Easy.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll just go with Easy because I'm the only big guy. So
That's cool.
I'm just kidding. Big Easy's in the house.
Didn't you
Welcome
have
back.
a-
Sit back, relax.
Welcome.
Kick your feet up. We want you to take it easy on this Wednesday night. Chill, grab a drink or a beer, grab whatever it is you sip on, and let's get started.
Let's go.
All right, so Big Easy, I'm a big intro guy. I love them. I do two of them. So, dude, I'm excited to have you in, man. We do a lot of chatting and stuff, but this is the first time you've been to the studio.
It's a pleasure. You know, it was cool.
It's a bit
This
cramped.
is cool. It's usually I'm just crammed into my little man cave, and Sean's on the other side of the screen. So
Yeah.
There you
this
go.
is wild. You know,
Now,
it's like a party. So
Sean is supposed to be here at some point, correct?
yeah, he's supposed to join us. He was supposed to be in studio with us.
Okay.
But, you know, he got put on daddy
Yeah,
duty.
yep,
you
hey,
know.
dude. Hey, family first. Am I right, boys?
You
Life
damn
happens,
right,
sir.
damn
Yes, sir.
right.
So, Uncle Joey, are you over there?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Fabulous, brother.
I've been passing Uncle Joey some drinks already.
I know it. I can tell by Uncle Joey's face.
I knew me and Big Easy were going to become friends
Hey,
even
man,
a
like-
long time ago.
I invite people over to my place, man.
Bartender.
You go out in the barn, and you're going to be drunk in 10 minutes.
Hey, I'll be there. What Sunday? I'll be there Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
Will I be drunk when I leave?
That depends how drunk.
So
it depends on you.
You need me to drive you home.
So Dylan's DDing.
Well,
Perfect.
You might as well come too. You know,
Hey, I'm off on Sundays.
Quick
Hey.
question. What are y'all running?
peach brandy.
Nice.
Same-
Peach brandy, bro.
Same
Duh.
thing. Same thing. That's in that jar I handed you.
So we all have some peach brandy sitting in front of us.
In
Yes,
front of us,
sir.
we all have jars.
But
Oh, gee, dude.
So, Anthony, I have a suggestion
Go
for this
for it.
one. I know normally we throw out our links. Let's do that at the end.
Go ahead and do it real fast. Oh,
Do you
you know what, Dylan? We're gonna go with what you said. You know why?
We have a lot of people in the studio. Let's let this go.
You're right. You're right. I was
Let it
gonna
rip.
when the bartender gets back, I did have a question for the bartender about moonshine. And I'm excited to ask him. But Big Mike, you're over there. We appreciate you coming in. You don't even have a microphone, do you?
no, I do not.
But he's there. He's there.
I'm
So
about to hand him mine to see what he's sipping on.
Big Easy. I'm not gonna make this an interview, bro. But I do have some questions, my man.
We got questions.
You know, I look forward to it.
So first off, why do they call you Big Easy?
you know, you gotta buy me 3 shots to find out.
I got you.
But
I got
it's gotta
you.
be top shelf shit. You know, I'm cheap,
Top shelf.
but not that cheap.
Hey, Anthony, we have a lot
gonna
of
say,
good bottles in here.
Uncle Joe, we've got some decent top shelf variety.
we got
over
some
here.
proof in here too.
Hey,
we can make
Anthony,
some shit
I'll
happen.
throw in a shot of E.H. Taylor.
Hey, I'll throw in whatever he wants to, whatever to figure out why.
It's 3 per person. It's not 3
Okay,
total,
okay,
you know.
okay.
Anthony, I'll
So-
give you E.H. Taylor.
Now, Big Easy, you're a moonshine guy, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what are you, like a distiller? Are you just a guy that makes moonshine? Are you like, where are you at on this moonshine journey?
I consider myself a small batch craft distiller.
Okay.
You know, you can put names and labels on pretty much anything, and everybody calls something different.
Mhm.
You know, I see myself as small batch craft because I like certain things. You know, I like brandies. I'm a brandy guy.
Yeah.
Can I make grain? Yeah. Can I make rum? Yeah. You learn how to make everything along the way, and then you find out what you like and you do it for you. And that's the best part about being a home distiller is I'm worried about my palate. I'm not worried about your palate or what you think is awesome. I'm worried about what I like, what I enjoy.
Well, it's funny you say brandy because it's one of my favorites. I'm a huge brandy drinker. I think where were we? Dayton Barrel Works.
Yes,
Where
sir.
Bill had.
That's the one you love.
I loved it, man. It was super good. So I'm really excited. I haven't tried it. Uncle Joey, I can tell by his face, he's tried it. Uncle Joey's tried it.
About 3 knocks in.
So Brian and I are going to try it. And we'll do this. But one more question for you. How long have you been doing this? How long have your first time running, man?
I think my first time running was about 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
You know, I've been started in alcohol, wine, and attempts at beer. I don't like making beer.
That's my favorite.
You know, and
yeah.
me and my cousin, Phil Billy, we trying to watch videos and learn how to do what we want to do. And there wasn't nothing on the internet. So we're like, you know what? We're going to get a Weber still from China. We're going to show the world how to make liquor easy.
Say hi to Big Easy. This is the wife.
How you doing?
Oh, you met her, didn't you?
Did you tag Phil Billy, Dylan?
What is it?
Yeah.
Phil Billy.
Phil Billy. Tag Phil Billy. If you want somebody to get tagged, Big Easy, you tell this guy. He's our guy.
All right. We'll tag whoever you want to tag in this.
I will say it's nice to have a fellow brethren whose old lady is out of the league.
Yeah.
So,
Why does everyone tell me that? Dude, so funny story. Do you like funny stories and random stories in a podcast?
Oh yeah.
I love this guy even more.
Sidebar.
First off, let's act like I don't know this. I'm Big Mike. I got a funny story about work, right? So, all right. So the first story is I go to work, okay, and I was working at a car dealership in the parts department. My wife brings me lunch because I forgot it. Yeah, she pampers me, right? When they leave, there are 17 men that work on cars looking and staring at me. They all come over at the same time, Big Easy.
There's a lot of them on there.
And they were literally looking at me and they said, "How the fuck, dude?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "We're not trying to offend you or anything like that. But like, she is out of your league." I'm like, "Really?" Like, I feel like I'm good looking. I guess I'm not, So, but yeah, so Big Easy, I don't know how we do it, brother. It's the moves, man. We just make the moves, brother.
You damn right.
Damn straight we do. And then at work, how many times do I get that fat ass maintenance man over here? And I'm like, you don't think I've ever heard that? Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on. It turns me on. Say it again. So, but yes, Big Easy, she's out of my league. She's great. She pampers me. Whatever. So
whatever.
All right. What did you got on that? Let's start with you, Brian. You just tried this.
I did.
And
so
I need some sweet tea.
No post flavoring. It's no post flavoring. It's all done.
Explain yourself, brother. There's people listening that may not know what that means.
Okay, so a lot of times when you buy moonshine at a distillery or something, you'll get peach or apple pie. Well, what they do is they use like a base spirit, usually a GNS. When I say GNS, like a grain neutral spirit, and they just pump a bunch of artificial flavoring into it. Whereas what you're using, my flavor goes into my thumper through an infuser. So it happens during distillation. There is no distillation.
So what I'm going to do, Austin's not with us tonight, which sucks. We love Austin. Austin, if you're listening, we're going to do Uncle Joey. Do you think this is appropriate to do his rating?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So start us off, brother. So we're going to do what we do Big Easy is we do a 1 to 10 on the smell, what we think it smells like, and a 1 to 10 on a taste and what we think.
I love positive, real feedback.
So Uncle Joey, you go first, brother.
It's very light on the nose. You can definitely tell it's a fruit, but like you get a hint of alcohol and you get a hint of the peach, but the alcohol is right there to where it almost, not real sure what the fruit is, but you can smell something sweet. But this taste, woo, fire, boy. This is the smoothest, best tasting brandy I've ever. I haven't had a lot of brandies. I've had a couple.
Hopefully I'm not over-speaking, Uncle Joey. You're not a fan of brandy, correct?
It's not one of my favorites. I'm not, but I've never had this style of brandy. Mine has been a little different, and this is pretty damn good. I'm kind of mad my jar's not bigger.
Hey, Mike, Big Mike, did you try it?
No, I have not.
Here you go, Big Mike.
Flavor, man, you got sweet right up front. You got nice peach flavoring right up front. and the smoothness of the burn. It's not a fire burn, but it's a smooth burn. And then when you sit here and enjoy the burn, more peaches kick in, and that's what I think I like about it the most. It's the back end peach that you.
So
get
0 to
when you-
10, Uncle Joey.
10.
Okay, Big Mike.
It lets you know you're drinking liquor.
Yeah, for sure, for
Like-
sure. I can't wait to talk about it.
You know, we're drinking liquor.
Big Mike's not a liquor drinker, so I'm excited to hear.
By far the
Jump-
furthest liquor drinker.
Big Mike,
ever.
jump on the mic.
Yeah, jump on the mic, Big Mike.
Can you hear me better?
Yes, sir.
So by far, I do not drink liquor. I am a Bush Latte guy. Uh,
I told you not to say Bush lattes.
hey, that's what I call them. But anyway,
That's what they are.
so going with the smell, you can smell the peach. It's very faint, like Uncle Joey said, but
Yeah.
when you taste it,
Oh,
it's smooth. It tastes like almost like water with me with a peach flavor, almost like a Propel, but with a kick.
a peach propel
That's
with a little
interesting.
fire to it.
So like that's something that you would definitely want to put in a peach Propel bottle and take into some concerts.
0 to 10 on the smell.
0 to 10 on the
It's-
smell. I'd give it an 8.
Okay.
And on the taste, like I said, the smoothness, you're getting a 10.
We're
on
not at the
smoothness.
taste
Yeah.
yet, damn it.
Well, I'm just saying the smoothness was amazing.
Big easy.
Big Mike likes the taste of it, man. Let him go, man.
You're
Let
right.
him go. He's having a good time.
I
Let
got
him go.
another host in here. We got to tell him just let it go. Let it
There you
go.
Dylan. Take-
All right, Dylan, take a smell of that for me. And 0 to 10, what you smell?
I'm getting drunk on this tonight.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
just-
we
I'm
are.
just saying. No,
Here's
just
Uncle
this
Joey. I
right
said,
here.
I call him yesterday and I say, listen, bub, I want to pre-warn you. I've been talking to Big Easy and be prepared to be, somewhat annihilated at the end of the night. He's like, I can't drink that much.
I got to work tomorrow. I couldn't get a vacation day.
But I'm like, Uncle Joey, I realize that, but we both know what happens.
I think-
Brian's over here taking a third sip. Dylan, 0 to 10, what do you smell?
I'm mad.
Okay.
Why are you mad?
I literally said I wasn't going to drink much tonight.
And now you're going to.
I
Yeah.
love this jar.
Yeah, that's what I just said, dude. And-
Everything you said, you can smell peaches, you can smell other. It's something sweet hiding in there.
Yeah.
This is a 10 on smell, like 100%. You can't. I don't know.
I know it's
All right.
yeah.
Big Easy. I'm gonna
I had my wife. Listen, let me give you-
go last here.
Listen, let me say a little something. I was
Of course,
prepared.
you always do. Go ahead.
I had my wife drop me off.
Did you?
I've never done that.
He got out of the car when I
That's
when
incredible,
I pulled up, he got
Uncle
out
Joey.
first.
That's very mature of you, brother.
Well, I've left out of here a couple times, and I wake up the next day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
which way did I? Which
First
way did
off,
I go?
I
home?
have Brian's laughing because I'm always like, why are you leaving? You
Yeah.
come to my house and you leave this
Yeah.
fast. So I get these guys drunk too.
I mean, I
way
go
too
several
much.
different routes home, but I'm like, which way did I go home?
And then sometimes I'm like, hey, Uncle Joe, you want to come over? He's like, not happening.
Not
It's
happening.
not happening, dude.
And literally, I live like 3.5, 4 minutes.
But
from
you
here.
live far enough to get in
Yep,
trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brian, you're up right now. You might have to talk to the microphone. We're working on the wireless issue going right now. Sean Rigsby is coming in right now. And then Brian will
Better have a baby in your
go
hands.
ahead and rock and roll.
You better have.
Let's
you
keep
better-
us on
better have
path here.
short
You
stack
go ahead,
on it.
Brian. What do you think on smell 0 to 10? What do you think there, Brian?
All right. So just based on smell, I think my rating is going to be a little bit skewed because I cracked that jar open and pretty much took it right to the nose. It burned my eyes.
Yeah, you get too
Right, I
get
mean,
too
that-
close into the
That
alcohol.
vapor that was right
Yeah.
on top of the jar there is what I got. So I'm not going to judge it based on that because the flavor profile is, and he explained it perfectly in that it's got that natural peach, like infused, ingrained flavor to it. It's not like some sweet syrup that was added to it. Like it's not,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
nothing artificial about it.
Yeah.
There's not one
And-
syrup's taste in that at all. No. Yes.
And I think a splash of sweet tea in that
Oh, yeah.
would be
God.
perfect.
We got sweet tea over in the fridge, guys.
I'm a green.
Man,
tea-
that
0 to
Yeah.
10.
sweet tea ruined that.
Shut up, Sean. Shut up, Sean. You're late.
I'm
Oh,
gonna give it a
shit.
You
real
shut the
nine.
hell up.
Andy
My
said,
man, welcome to the show, Sean.
What'd you get it,
Welcome
Brian?
to the
Real quick.
show.
0 to
A
10.
real-
Is he
a real
driving,
nine.
too?
A real 9.
Yes.
Hey, you got a
My
9
man.
over here, dude.
My man.
Ian,
is he driving?
Big
Yeah, he's
Easy.
driving. He's driving.
Bring it back to me, boys. Big Easy. You got a 9 over here from him.
Hey, you know,
Sean,
I'm honored.
we're going to get to you here in a second, but we're in the middle of something and you're late. So you got to
Yeah,
listen
you gotta,
to
You gotta
us.
sit and listen,
Yeah.
buddy.
All right. I may be Uncle Joey. I think we've been drinking the longest together, right?
Yes, sir.
What is one thing that I struggle to drink?
Heat.
Heat.
Okay. It's hard for me to drink heat. It's hard for me to smell heat. if it doesn't have good flavor. To me, it's like, what's the point of burning yourself if it's not going to be enjoyable? You know what I'm saying? But initially, when I smelled this, I didn't like it because I shoved my nose in it and it was a 0. But then I kind of backed up, kind of gave it some oxygen, kind of gave it a good smell, and it's an 8.5. It's a very, very good 8.5. Now, we're going to introduce Sean here, then we're going to get back into the taste because I'm going to start with the taste because it's fucking incredible.
Yes.
Sean Rigsby, welcome to the show, brother. We're glad you decided to join us and not join us. So welcome to the show, brother.
Glad to be here 15 minutes away.
What do you say? You're coming over?
No, I said I'm glad to be here 15
Sorry,
minutes
your
away
audio
from
was
you.
cutting out.
You were in
Big
and out.
surprise, right, Ian?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So have you had Sean, have you had Big Easy's peach brandy?
I've had a little bit of it.
What did you think?
What did I think?
Yeah.
I'll let him answer. He'll tell you.
Big Easy, you gotta answer this, dude.
So the very first jar of brandy I ever gave Sean was a banana brandy.
See, I'm
I,
a whole other story.
I make banana brandy. That's my claim to fame. It's not even peach brandy. I think my banana brandy is better than my peach. And I gave Sean a jar the first time I met him down in Straitsville, and he instantly messaged me like, "Can I get another one?"
Really? Well, I didn't want to be the guy, but I very well could be the same guy.
Well,
So
I
Yeah.
will try that.
Yeah.
Sturge's gonna come back with a couple jars on Sunday, probably.
Am I?
So,
All right.
one night, me and Sean were doing a little Facebook messaging, and he dropped that whole banana brandy thing, and I said, "Dude, what did you say?" I said, "You have full attention." He said, "It's damn good."
But for
So,
somebody,
yeah.
Uncle Joey, for somebody that's claimed they weren't a brandy guy, I am impressed. You really enjoyed this one. So
Anthony, I'm gonna probably drink half this jar sitting here.
it's all right. I got one too. I plan on drinking half of it as well.
So
I mean,
Anthony,
I'm already knocking it.
I might have to have your wife drove. Someone's gonna have to carry me upstairs.
so Anthony, we have a lot of people in here right now.
Do we?
We'll say hey to Matt Lemaster. He's
Yo,
always in
yo.
here. Lisa's always been here showing us love.
What's up, man?
Todd Painter. He said, "Hey everyone."
Todd Double D, what up?
Who else we got?
I make nicknames. It's my
Stuart Wilshine and Freddie Pichardo, if I said that right.
what's up, guys?
Ricardo.
Welcome in. If you haven't already, follow us, 5-star us, rate us. And if you're just not gonna be a nice rating, just don't do it. But anyways.
Move along.
So if it's just not, just
So
just move along, like Uncle Joey said.
So back to that taste rating. there,
Yeah, so
Anthony.
I'm gonna start it out, man. I get way more out of the taste than I do the smell. I think you can literally taste exactly what you put in it. To me, it tastes like I'm just taking a bite out of the peach. It's juicy. It's a 10, obviously. It's a 10. And the biggest thing, what's the heat?
about 105.
It doesn't taste 105.
Nope.
It's smooth.
But that burn, yeah.
And I think typically, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, Big Easy, either one of you. I don't know a lot about anything, but I know I like drinking. And to me, I think brandy typically is a smooth drink.
Mhm.
It just typically ends up being smooth. I've not had a lot of harsh ones. I've had some that didn't taste that good and they were still smooth.
It-
Um,
The
Also,
more you drink, the sweeter it gets.
yeah, yeah,
when it comes to brandy, usually all the brandy you've ever tasted is wood aged.
yeah.
yeah,
It comes off wood.
yeah.
know,
It's
like,
dark. It's dark.
It's dark. Where
Yes.
this is just a clear distillate.
And
Well,
I think
you know,
that's
it's-
what I did. Now that you say that, I think that's maybe what I don't like and what I love about this. There is no other than
Mhm.
the peaches. I love that, man.
Brandy always reminded me of, and maybe red wine has something to do with that, but I always felt like it had a tendency to be kind of like the taste profile of a red wine, maybe like a sweeter red wine, that woody, dry kind of. But this is super juicy. It's a 10 for me. Like I said, I'm not even sold the fact that you made this is so good. It's hard to believe that you made this. Like that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, dude, it's so good, dude. Like it's incredible. Good job.
And I have to say, I'm about 6, 7, 8. I don't know. And
I know, we can tell.
I agree. The more you sip, the stronger
Who can tell?
more mellow the peach. I mean, it's a nice strong, but it's a mellow peach.
Brian, you didn't give it a rating on taste yet, but I have a funny feeling. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, my 9 was sort of an all around rating. I mean, that was nose, flavor, everything. I think it's a solid 9 all around.
Whoever speaks next. Who's up?
Big Mike.
What you think, non-liquor drinking Big Mike?
All right, everybody remembers Varsity Blues, right?
It's
a fucking Can't.
Yeah.
I heard Easy's
Theme.
talking about once it gets on your lips a couple more times, like you start tasting that peach flavor,
Mhm.
and like you can taste it. Like the second drink I took, I let it sit on my lips a second,
Yeah,
and
that you
it's
did.
almost like a slight peaches and cream.
He likes to put some
Oh,
cream on
nice.
his lip and let
I
it sit
mean,
there.
like I said, that's my opinion. I don't
So,
drink a whole lot, but it's
you like
it's a
creamy
10.
lips.
I do. I'm a
So-
good dad too.
So bananas and peach. That's pretty much your two go-to brandies. Then
Yeah, it seemed to be what people enjoy the most, and there's tricks like the key to the peach brandy is peach schnapps in your thumper,
okay.
because when you drop that schnapps into your thumper, because schnapps is nothing but liquor, glycerin, and flavor.
Right.
Due to esterification, it will break down the alcohols and it'll transfer the glycerin into your final distillate, because glycerin transfers during distillation. So it pulls all that good flavor over, but you can still claim it's infused and
I got you.
not post flavor.
I got you. Uncle Joey, I think you said it already, but I wanted you to, I know you're biting at the bullet to say something about that taste, boy. I think we all are.
Oh,
So
no.
go ahead.
That's a 10. I'm not, like I said, like he had said, most brandies that I've had were wood aged, so it was a dark brandy. So when he brought over, when these guys talk about moonshine brandy, and it's been clear on some of the moonshiner episodes and just seeing some things, I was very intrigued on how brandy would taste this way, and this is so much different than the brandy I've had in the past.
Yeah.
So a question, what got you on banana brandy? Was it something somebody else had done and you were trying to make a better version of it, or was it something you were like, man, I wonder if bananas would work? You know what I mean?
So, you start with grain, and, everybody starts with grain, Sean, everybody, it's all grain at the beginning. And then, I'm on YouTube, and I watch a video about making Ugandan with argi. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And you click on it, and they're in some third world country, and they're collecting these bananas, and they pile them up in a big pile, and they're stomping them, and they're just letting them ooze out by themselves naturally. And then this old lady comes up, and she's watching the kids put it in a still, and it's coming out the end, and she's putting it in these old jugs that you would never drink from,
Right.
Yeah.
and
right.
she's selling it, and she's like, this is how we support our villages with this with argi.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, they're making fucking banana brandy.
He's like,
Like that. And I was just so amazed, like I wanted to try it. So, I made some banana brandy, and I wasn't real happy with the flavor carryover, because when you're doing fruit, it's hard to get the flavor to carry over.
Yeah.
Usually when you try a brandy, it's going to be real faint.
Now I think, Dylan, give it a rating on the taste real fast. And I got a question for Sean.
All right. So this is easy 10-10 smell, taste.
Tens, baby.
The smell is followed up by the taste 100%. Just really blew me away. Like Uncle Joey was saying, you're not used to seeing it clear, so you don't know what you're going to get out of it.
I'm just confused about one thing.
yes, sir.
I feel like I'm tasting peaches. It's banana.
No, this is
No,
peach.
this is
This is
peach. No, we started talking about bananas.
Okay,
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah,
Joey.
yeah.
I thought you said, but I just
No,
got
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
know how
He
I
did,
get.
he
No,
did.
no,
Yeah.
Sean and Big
He did.
Easy have a banana brandy.
Was
That
that
they
right?
run together. Sean's talked about it. Sean, talk some more about this.
Here,
banana?
Uncle
Yeah.
Joey, let me just mute myself. Yeah, so I was like, if this is fucking banana,
Sturge got lost.
I'm like, I can't. My brain was cooking, dude. I was like, this
So-
tastes just like fucking peaches.
So to bring us back to get Anthony on page here,
Yeah.
and there's a few people that joined late that are asking, Big Easy, what are we sipping on?
Peach brandy.
It's delicious.
Sean, what got you interested in the brandy?
No, hold on real
Oh.
fast. Before I forget, I wanted to ask you, Sean, during the show on Moonshiners, Master Distiller, did I hear you correctly say they were like, what do you got over there? And you're like, I'm mashing, I'm trying to get all the juices out of like these fresh berries. And did you say on there that you typically use artificial flavoring?
To infuse, yes. But
Difference?
as far as like making a brandy, no. If I'm making a brandy, it's all fresh fruit
Gotcha. I was just curious. I
or
didn't know.
canned fruit, depending on what it is.
Okay. I just wondered what the big like was that really like from fresh to
So as far as infusing goes, you get more. I feel like flavor carryover with like schnapps or um, extracts and shit like that.
okay. Sorry, boys. I just wanted to. I was just curious about
No, you're
that.
good.
You know,
So, your history with Brandy, Sean, was it anything before Big Easy, or did Big Easy get you in the Brandy thing, or what's up with that?
he's gone. Okay, so Sean's off now.
We lost. him.
Well, I'll keep an eye on him. I'll let him in.
How'd
So,
that story? Yeah.
but yeah,
He'll be
so
back. Sean's a master at what he does, man.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real. I ain't teach Sean nothing. I've learned so much from Sean.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And like I said, he's a master at what he does. And when you hand somebody a jar you respect and they enjoy it, you know, it's definitely it's next level. You know, like with the first time I made this peach brandy, I went down to Beattyville and I'm standing out back around the pool with Sean and a bunch of other guys from the Master Distiller show. And there's 10 jars sitting on that trash can, but the only jar that keeps going around is my peach brandy.
yeah,
And, you know, and so you just like
Puff your chest out.
you're
Feel
just
good,
like,
man.
holy shit, man. You know, that's the one they keep picking up and passing around. So you know you're onto something good. But
so
Oh yeah.
you know, I learned the schnapps trick from Sean. That's where I learned it from. So you know, dude's tried and true, man.
Brian, did you have something?
Not specifically to this, but
No, you're good.
come back to me.
Okay,
All right.
well,
So-
we're good.
So you're saying you got brandy from Sean. So Sean obviously was in. What was his go-to before you? Was he peach? Was peach probably the most common?
I would say peaches are common because it's so easy to get canned
Easy to get peaches or fresh
Yeah.
and
peaches
you,
or
you hear that a lot from from guys that make brandy. It's usually peaches. It's peach brandy. Because it's everybody loves peaches.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
100%.
you know,
what about apple? Is apple easy? Apple hard? Is it a pain?
apple is easy to ferment. It's hard to get the flavor to carry over because even when you eat an apple, it's really light.
Water? Is it all the water
Right.
in
Yes,
the apple?
Yes, it's so hard. Like you almost have to. I did a mashup run with one of my buddies from West Virginia. He brought in wheat mash and I brought in apple mash, and we threw them together in the same pot. And we used apple pie filling and apple cider and everything we
Yeah.
could apple flavored in our thumper, and it just carries over real faint.
Mhm.
And that's where what Sean was talking about with the artificial stuff. You know, due to the breaking down of everything, it will carry over certain chemicals that will give it
Gives
more
it-
flavor on the
Like
end.
it kind of gives it a different character to
Mhm.
it. You know, it
Yes.
just sounds like, you know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So
Oh yeah. So banana brandy easier to run than peach, harder to run to peach, more
It's the same.
same.
You know, realistically, when you're making liquor, it's all the same. You know,
Yeah.
it's work. It's hard work, and it doesn't matter if you're smashing up bananas or you're cutting up peaches. You know, at the end of the day, you're smashing them. You're putting pectic enzyme on them.
Yeah.
And you're fermenting them. You know, you're dumping in water and sugar. And you're dumping yeast on them.
So one thing I wondered about this beverage, Brian, you might be able to help me with this. I don't think you go to bars a lot of the times and you want to get like a mixed beverage. Typically it's whiskey, I would think, or vodka,
Yeah.
or I mean, I don't know if tequila is really a drink that they mix up a whole lot of stuff other than
Margaritas.
Other than margaritas. But what I was
Quite a
wondering,
few other ones too.
yeah, I'm sure there are. You're the bartender, not me. I just drink the bartender drink. So out of curiosity, Brian, I'm not trying to throw you in on an interview here,
No,
but I'm
really.
curious what moonshine or a brandy or something like that. Have you ever done drinks to something like this?
So this is the great segue to the question I was going to ask, and I'm going to ask it before I sort of talk about what I've been formulating in my head. But Big Easy, you called yourself a small batch craft distiller, right?
Yeah.
Do you, I guess, are you more of a purist in you want your product to stand alone, or do you encourage using yours as a base for sort of more complex creations and drinks?
You know, when it comes to something like this, you wouldn't take $100 bourbon and make a mixed drink out of it, you know, and
Unless you're big sturge.
unless you're big stirs. Whereas when you make these brandies, it's so expensive for you to make,
Right.
and you try so hard to get all that flavor into it. I believe that it should stand alone by itself, straight or over ice. You know, if you want to make a mixed drink, grab you a neutral spirit and dump your vodka in there. Now, I'm not saying like you can,
Sean shaking
but
his head.
at the end of the day, you know, it's yours. You do what you want with it. I like it straight. If I'm the drinking, I'm going to like it straight. But if it's what you like you was talking about, somebody was saying dump it with some peach tea.
Yeah.
And that's the way you want to drink it, then that's how you drink it. Cause
Yeah,
that's
for
all
sure.
that matters.
I think that's a big thing. Uncle Joey, Dylan, when we started this podcast, a lot of people were like, man, I like mine with this or this. It's like, man, drink it however the hell you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you're going to enjoy it one way or another. You don't want to try to somebody you're not with it. Because I always say, like liquor specifically, I mean, even beer, it's an art. And each person has a different view on it and a different way of doing it. So, Sean, I don't know if you heard Brian's question, but I was curious if you could kind of answer that.
Hey, first off, I want to apologize. My son called
You're
and
good,
I tried
man.
to deny it. And
It's all good, buddy.
Karma's a
but
bitch.
anyway,
Family.
so yeah, as far as brandy goes, that's something I did before I met Easy, but I feel like, you know, I learned a lot from him. So I think, you know, in a way or another, it took it to another level. So, but he, that banana brandy he makes, man, that's hard to beat.
It is.
Well, we got to try.
I think
say
it's
this.
gross. I think you should give it all to me.
I think this peach is going to be hard to beat. So
Sean, is that something you ran early on when you first started distilling, or what was the first thing you ran, like at home, whatever, wherever you ran? Corn, brandy?
Me? Are you talking to me?
Yes, sir.
The first thing I ever ran was a sweet feed, actually. I didn't know any better. And I was just online trying to figure out something. And there's a website called, I think it's distiller.org or some shit. And at the time, that was kind of one of the only few things I could, as far as a resource, find.
With your dial-up internet, probably.
no, he had to go to McDonald's.
I remember that shit. It was horrible.
But
Can't get on the phone.
it was terrible, man. So I went up the road and I got some of that Carlo Rossi wine.
Yeah.
And I think I got like 7, 8 gallons of that, and I dumped it in the still and ran it. And terrible, but it was still better. And then I just went to grain until I kind of got it all figured out. And then I think probably 3 or 4 years in, that's when I started. I done my first banana brandy actually. And it was I fermented that in a 5 or 6 gallon like a carboy, and I had it in a closet actually. And I'm sure you know some of y'all may have heard how how active bananas are when they're fermenting, and I didn't leave any headroom hardly at all, maybe an inch. And I come home and I was sitting there, man. I heard this fucking noise. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I walked in there, man, and that shit was on the fucking ceiling, the walls, all over the backside of the door, man. It was fucking terrible, man.
Banana match everywhere.
Oh yeah,
balls.
Big E
Bananas
looks like he
different,
wants to say something here.
No, there's been a joke on some podcasts.
Yeah,
about
I've
this
noticed that too,
5-gallon,
Joey.
just mashing in a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah. I think Uncle Joey, Big Easy here commented on ours about it. Ask Sean about that.
Ask Sean about the
Ask
5-gallon.
Sean. Now it makes sense because Sean, when we had you on our podcast, what did you say? You said, I don't know what he's talking about.
You're a damn liar.
He dip and
knew.
dodge that one.
He
Yes,
knew.
did. He knew he was going to come on and explain it later on.
My mic ain't working. My mic ain't working.
Yeah.
I can't answer that question.
So I got a question. Who's Freddie Picardo? Anybody know that name? Nobody? Okay. Well, he said on Facebook he made banana brandy. Uncle Joey, I think you'll like this.
Yes, sir.
Banana brandy, high proof, and added little simple syrup to make it a little sweeter, and it came out really good. We love simple syrup.
You know, that's a mixed drink. You know, you add it afterwards. It's
Okay.
a mixed drink.
Okay.
That's just, you know,
I got
that's
you.
my stance on it. And but what a great way to really pull that flavor out, just add a little bit of sugar and whether
Little
it's
extra,
a simple
yeah.
syrup or
Yep.
things like that.
So Big Easy, I have a question for you. When it comes to, like, you're a moonshine guy, so Sean, same with you guys. I know Brian's been to, the bartender here's been to plenty of distilleries. I've been to plenty. I think we all have been, other than Big Mike. He's not a whiskey drinker. But when you go and you do these tours and you have your tasting afterwards, you know, they'll have like 4 or 5 of their bottles where they give you a half ounce pour and you get to try it. they'll always have like that water droplet right next to it to where you can add a little water or you can add some ice to it because it changes the profile so much. And I'm curious, if you were to do that with moonshine, let's just say if you were to add ice to it or a drop or two of water, is it going to change the profile of that completely different? Because I know you said, Big Easy, you said you like yours on ice.
Mhm.
So I'm just curious, do you like it that way because it changes it differently, or
Yeah.
like does ice do that to moonshine?
Yes. So when you shake a jar, it's half full, you'll see the legs running down the side of the jar. And those are the oils that are in that. And,
Okay.
and I feel, and when I drink it, when I put it over ice, it really allows to bring those oils away from the water, and it releases more flavors on it as it sits over that ice. Now, whether I'm wrong or not, that's how I feel when I put it over ice. That's how the flavors that changes for me is I feel like that ice combines with the oils, just like you put an ice cube in some fat.
Yeah.
It sticks to it.
Yeah.
I think it really changes it and brings those oils out, which brings your flavors to the front.
Sean, do you have something to hit on that?
Yeah. So what I was going to say, I generally, if it's clear, I don't like to drink it cold generally. Now the shit that Sugarland's made, that was made of Sugarland's, I like that cold. But as far as the water and stuff, I like to, if you're during a run, pour like a little, like on a couple ounces or whatever in something, and then just because obviously it's a little higher proof, right? So just say it's coming off at 150 or 160, and then pretty much half it with water, and then taste it that way, because it brings out a lot of the flavor in it that you wouldn't normally get at such a high
You
proof.
guys did that on the show, right? I saw you guys like adding water kind of sometimes.
That's when they were proofing their jars.
Is that what it was, Uncle Joe?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't know.
No, you're fine. But I feel like that kind of brings out a little bit of flavor, and in turn can help you with cuts.
Now, let me ask you a question, because sometimes can water be a bad thing? Because I know when we drink bourbon, there are some bourbons that we love neat, but we add.
I can't hear you.
You lose us?
I can hear.
Can you guys do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Every single one of you. That includes you, Big Easy. Have you drank it all, Big Easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys willing to try something for
Can
me?
you hear us, Sean?
I'm always willing to try something.
He throws up. We'll get back to Sean. But this is important, Uncle Joey.
Yes,
and I know you're not even driving, so I know for a fucking fact you'll try this. Brian just mixed half and half, right, Brian?
Yep.
Of the rum that was just brought over here with this brandy. Do it right now.
Huh? The what?
The peach brandy with that rum that was just brought over here.
Oh.
Put half and half.
Oh.
Half a shot, and try it.
I'm busy right now.
Well, get unbusy and try it real fast. Dylan, can you do it? At least somebody
Yeah, I'll try it.
Hey,
Hand it
Big
over.
Mike.
Listen, Big Easy handed me a jar. I'm
Him a
busy.
new jar of stuff.
Uncle
Man,
Joey's an asshole.
He's off. I hand him
What
some
is he sipping on now? I want some of this.
He's got some Philbilly Moonshine's peach
Whatever
cobbler.
they mix.
I got the. Hey, Uncle Joey, let's switch seats.
What's the proof on this?
I would say it's around 80.
Yes, half and half, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and give this shout out now. Philbilly Moonshine, if you are watching, this is good, brother.
Can I try some over here?
Nope.
You're such a
It's a big jar.
my house, my shit, Uncle Joey.
Oh my god.
It'll make it sway
Listen,
around.
I taste crust. I taste butter. I taste peaches.
Whoa,
I
time
taste
out.
love.
Do you know what that is? That's our mid segment right there. My bad. I forgot to mute it, folks. Hold on. It's gonna get muted. This is my bad. You guys like that? I was making an outro. And I forgot it was on there. You like it though?
Philbilly. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
my cousin Philbilly came up with the recipe for that peach cobbler.
Dude, I feel like that's a peach cobbler in that jar right there.
Uncle Joey, do what I said real fast. Some of that rum, some of that peach brandy.
Oh, let me drink some of this rum down.
Try it.
Peach cobbler.
It's
You guys are trying to get me drunk.
Oh,
Uncle Joey.
Hold on, I just
He
want to.
asked earlier if I was counting Dylan's shots because Dylan likes to slur words sometimes. But hey, Dylan, better question for you: are you counting Uncle Joey's shots?
No, because I don't give a shit.
he lost count when I
We
walked
only
in the
put
door.
we only put
Well
a counter
done,
on
sir.
Dylan. No, listen, in Dylan's defense,
That's like Dirk Dutchman shit.
Dylan's podcast time is I think his first true bourbon diving experience. And some of these bourbons are a little high proof that we drink down here sometimes. And some of these bourbons will fuck you up,
yeah.
man.
Fuck us all up.
So Dylan
Try this.
has been bit by the snake a few times, and Dylan left
So
here.
since we're in my studio, can I have this?
Yeah, I brought that for you. That's
This
yours,
is for
sir.
me.
Yes, sir.
Bring me the lid. Bring me the lid.
Nope. Give me that lid.
Not happening.
So both of these, my peach brandy,
Because
and
I already know he'll drink it all. This son of a bitch has gotten plenty of free moonshine. And I'm like,
Oh,
can I
he's
try
done.
some? He's like,
I
well,
bring it
shit.
over. That's what this
That's
is.
awesome.
I
That's
love
awesome.
these guys. All right, here's this half and half, by the way.
Huh? Yeah, it's a half a peach in there.
Does it have a peach thing in it? It's a fucking peach. Does it have a peach in it?
I think.
Just sit. It's not technical.
Hey, Brian.
Does it have a peach in it?
So if you go to YouTube, you can watch me. I'll show you how I make that peach brandy, step by step from beginning to end. The recipe for the peach cobbler is on there, and so pretty much everything we do, we show you how to do it at home. There's no
Yeah.
secrets here.
From what I've seen, you absolutely Phil, Billy, and you. They show you exactly how they do it, what they do, what they're putting in it. You just got to do it yourself.
Yep. And if you got questions, message me. I'll answer it.
I'm
No
just gonna
problem.
call you.
Anthony, where are we putting this still?
We're putting it down here, dude.
Keg. I mean, take an old keg and turn
Sean,
it into
I
a
was gonna
still.
ask Sean about
we're
that.
actually-
Sean.
Yeah, I think it's time we discuss some.
So my son, he's 7 years old. He has been watching Moonshiners with me,
Oh man.
and he has decided that him and I want to come up with our own recipe, so that way when he's older, he can do it. So he wants him and I to do it, and I was so excited. So I told Sean, he's like, "Dude, me and Big Easy got you, bro. We're gonna help you get something going, and then you can branch off and try to learn your own stuff." So, and that's what's the coolest thing, Big Easy, that I've always thought about. Uncle Joey, this Dylan, Brian, Big Mike, even. There's one thing about alcohol that I've said when I started this podcast, right? It literally has brought so many different types of people together in one room and created so many different types of conversations, created so many different topics, created just the personality of moonshine, whiskey, wine, beer. It's just such an art. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool that my son has kind of dove into that, watching that moonshine show. And he even realizes the difference between some of these runs that these guys are making and how much work they put into it to create a bottle. And I think it's interesting because you said you wouldn't want to mix it, right? Because of how much work you put in it. And to you, it's like, man, it's a genuine flavor for you. It's a genuine drink. Every time you sip it, it's got your blood, sweat, and tears in it.
Damn right.
And to
Yes,
you,
sir.
that's the best way to taste those blood, sweat, and tears, is to just get that unique flavor that you have put into it. And somebody else might drink it and say, let's put some peach tea in it. And that's the way they drink it. But it's just is it like personalities of liquor in general is just incredible to me. And I know I've said that 100 times, Dylan,
Right.
but I can't say it enough. So
And it is pretty cool that you taste a little. I mean, you definitely taste a little bit of whoever's making it.
yeah,
That's their love. They're putting everything they can. Like if somebody hands you a jar, like if any of these moonshiners hand you a jar of corn liquor, rye,
yeah.
or whatever it is, if they're handing that to you, that is the best that they're going to be able to give you, man. It's not because that's just how they do it, man.
And no
that's
offense
what's
to like
so
any,
cool
and no
about-
offense, Uncle Joey, we've both had some that we've really liked thus far in this journey. And Dylan, there's been some we
Right.
really didn't like, right? We really liked, we didn't like. So Pabst Hilltop Distillery, we'll shout them out real fast at them. I
They've
know
already
these-
been added. They're already in here,
Okay,
buddy.
so
I love
My-
Chris,
my boy
man.
Chris.
So
I love
far,
Chris,
I'm
dude.
gonna say it right now. So far, his is probably my favorite that I've had as far as corn liquor.
So-
Just straight
Well, it's-
good moonshine.
And I'll tell you why you enjoyed it the most out of all the other ones, because it was made with blue corn.
Okay, is that
And-
why?
Yeah.
Ohio blue
The
corn.
Ohio blue corn has such a strong sweetness to it that
Vaughn
you don't
Davis.
That's
get.
what it is.
You
That's
don't
what it
get
is.
that out of red corns and yellow corns and white
I
corns.
think Uncle Joey's the only one that's never really, like, during this podcast journey, that's not made fun of me. The fact he knows what kind of whiskey I like. Uncle Joey, what is that?
corn liquor.
Corn liquor. Like if it smells like corn, like those $17 cheap bottles that are young and smell like corn, I enjoy the shit out of
Your
them.
mellow corn.
Mellow corn, Rittenhouse. I mean, there's a bunch of them, to my opinion, that smell like that corn. That so when Uncle Joey, well, it's all started with you when you got with Dan Gray, and we started, and Uncle Joey become friends with Tuck and Red, and it's all just hit this big journey. tonight when you brought over just different types of stuff, man, it's just like, dude, the moonshine game is legit, dude.
It is,
wow,
man, like-
you know.
And like that,
My Uncle Joey said the other day, he's like, I don't even know if I want whiskey anymore.
Now, listen, I just had a conversation with somebody I know. It was Adam. My son-in-law has been deployed. Hey, by the way, guys, he is in Texas. He is no longer out of country. We'll have to get him in the studio once he lands feet in Ohio. He's been out of country for over a year. But I was telling him about how I found this new love for corn liquor and moonshine, and I don't hardly drink bourbon anymore. And when I do drink bourbon, I'll be honest, I don't feel like I've enjoyed it as much as I used to. And I think it's that wood, it's that age.
Yeah.
I think I like the cleanness and the purity of some of this moonshine that you guys have been making.
You know what, Uncle Joe? I think it's interesting you said that, because when you said that the other day, I was like, it's American whiskey.
Yep.
It's not American moonshine. But what's more American than moonshine?
hey,
Right?
Yeah,
you
that-
can't have whiskey without moonshine.
That's right.
But as you say
Absolutely.
that, what other bottles did you bring over here, Big Easy?
See,
Shut up, Dylan.
and see,
What do you mean, shut up?
the
No, shut up.
the-
No, absolutely. What else?
the peach cobbler went around. So,
Shut up, Jason.
so I don't know if Lemasters is still in the comment section.
He
but-
is. I think so.
Okay, well, he made this orange vanilla.
Shut out,
and-
Matt.
Oh,
Lemaster.
Lee Master. I want to try his, man.
He
Hey,
was-
shout out to that guy. He's been watching us all the
Oh,
time.
he's in here too.
Yeah, yeah. Lemaster's a good dude. You know,
Let's pass that
it's a
around.
mixed drink. You know,
Pass what?
While we're
Yeah.
doing that, Big Easy, I wanted to touch on when I saw you guys at the in Gatlinburg. So here's how that went. We had a bunch of people be like, how did you end up there? And then we're at the beach the next day. I can explain. So my out of the league wife that you saw, Big Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the out of the league one. So
you got a different one.
Out of your league
Yeah,
out of my
specifically.
just one, and I don't think I could do two.
that's not setting the league bar real high.
Yeah. You guys are dickheads. So here's what happened. She found out that Sean was doing a release. I was talking about it, and she's like, that's in Gatlinburg. I was like, right, we're leaving that day for vacation. She's amazing. My mother-in-law's amazing. They said the day before we left, or 2 days before we left, they said, we're going to go to Gatlinburg. I was like, what? That's way out of the way to Myrtle Beach. And they're like, we don't care. We're going. So we get down there. Here's how I met Big Easy. I just saw a dude with a cutoff that had massive arms and was bald. I was like, that must be Big Easy. I was like, Big Easy, what's up? And he's like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, I'm Big Sturge. And then he like grabbed me. I'm a big man. No one ever grabs me
Never
and
been
pulls me
embraced
in.
by a man the way Big Easy
Never.
embraced you.
Never. I said, whoop. I was like, whoa. What's up, dude? So we get in there, man. And how, like, I know this sounds kind of weird, but what a beautiful time that was, man. It was so cool, man. It was almost kind of emotional for me because I saw like in Sean and the other guy. What's the other guy's name?
Oh, Uncle Dum Dum.
Thank you, Uncle Dum Dum, which
Daryl
we got
Flack.
his shine over
Hey,
here.
Daryl Flack.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Joey. Daryl. To me, it was emotional because I saw how much work they put in for this. I saw how long it took, and they finally got to release it, man. My wife's like, this is really cool. And she doesn't drink
Big
moonshine,
Easy.
man.
Do you know what episode Daryl Flax is, by the way, by just right offhand?
He's in the ultra high proof episode.
Yeah.
I believe
You
he
have
was
to watch it, man. It's a good episode.
season 2, episode 7, I believe. And it was the same season as Sean. Sean was 9. I think it was a couple episodes.
Well,
before
Shout
that.
out Daryl, man. That's a killer episode.
Hey,
You did a great
The
job.
most horrible part about that show was, so my wife and I we all pull in, the whole family, dude. There's a bunch of us, mother-in-law, 4 kids, a wife, and me. We pull up. There's nowhere to park.
No, nowhere.
So we park, like, my wife's gonna be like, it was 600 feet, mile and a half away, uphill, dude.
Both ways.
My wife's like, we'll just park over here. I'm like, time the fuck out. How's Big Sturge doing that? And she's like, get out of the van, take an ibuprofen, and we'll be fine. I'm like, so I get up there. My son looks at me. I was like, hold my hand. We're walking across the street. He yanks it out. Uncle Joe, we call him the thug. He says, I ain't touching your arm. I'm like, why? He's like, you're drenched in sweat.
Good call.
So we
Good
get
call.
up there, dude. I saw Big Easy. I give him a hug. I go straight to wherever there's something to fucking drink, dude. The only thing to drink there were moonshine cocktails, right?
Yeah, in the back.
In the back. So I got this like glorified lemonade with moonshine or whatever. And it literally restarted my heart because I was about dead.
Yeah,
And-
I get you. That's how you get going.
Dude, I was like, all right, I'm ready to walk up and down that hill now, you know. But just to see Sean accept that. And then they had that Big Easy that still they made them?
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, the little mini stills.
What was that, like a quart or?
So Thunder Road, Kevin Gordon, Thunder Road. He made two.
Shout out Kevin Gordon.
Two
Yep,
mini
at
stills.
him, Dylan. You're on your phone, Adam.
Who is it?
He made two little mini stills,
What's up, bro?
and
Kevin Gordon.
he presented it to them because that's what they do to the winners. They do something nice for them,
Okay.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And he gives it to them, and they're showing them off. And so later on, we're in the back, and they're doing tours, and we're standing there, and I'm like, Sean, dude, where's that little still at? And I bet you could probably run about a half a pint in it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like you get a shot out of it. And
It's a working still,
a
absolutely.
little mini working still. And I'm like, dude, is that Daryl's? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, sign your name on the cap. And instantly,
He
Sean,
told me that.
Sean pulls his Sharpie out, pulls the cap out, and he signs his name. And he's like, OHIO, where good lookers made. And then we stick it back in the box. And Daryl had no idea. And then the Monday after, we're on the podcast, and he's in there, and we're like, Daryl, go check your cap on your still. And after
He didn't know.
he had no idea. It was like he had no idea.
That's
And,
awesome.
It was the following Monday. He had no idea, and then he's sending us pictures like it's ruined. It was just hilarious that he found out via us talking about it in the comments.
All right, next person we're having on the show is Mr. Lee Master. Because what did I just drink?
That is orange and vanilla.
Wow. That is good. Is that sugary? Right? That's sugary. Very sugary. It tastes like. Yeah, it's good.
I think
Get your hostess, guys.
So Big Easy, did you try Daryl's drink?
yes, the ultra high proof.
So I had him autograph it, and I always have people autograph bottles, and I never open them. But part of me really wants to open it now because I don't have any other
Well,
ones. I gotta
Did
do it.
Sean have a couple extra? Did Sean?
Yeah,
Shauna.
Sean. I think Sean wound up with quite a few.
All right, so
Sean,
I need to.
we'll
Yes,
take one.
Sean Rigsby, I will need Uncle Dum Dum's high proof juice. I will get with you.
You know,
Uncle,
it's
Uncle Joe and I need one.
it's a good high proof liquor.
I would like to buy one too, Matt.
How about I just get them all? I'll work something out. We can, figure I'll just get all 3 or 4 or whatever we need.
So I want to. Can we shift gears, Uncle Joey, Dylan? You're my boys. So can we, Brian? Like, is there anything else? I wanted to shift. I wanted to shift gears for a second.
Go ahead,
Can
Big-
we do that?
go
Are
ahead,
we
Big
good?
Surge.
Brian, do you have anything else to talk about moonshine?
What we do? What we shifting?
You got any questions?
Hold
about
on,
Sean?
hold on.
Always down to answer.
We can always come back too if we got to.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
One,
All right.
one of the wildest things I ever did making moonshine. Well, there was a couple of them.
Yeah.
So,
We'll come back to it. We'll absolutely circle back.
all right, and you circle back.
This is my favorite question. I ask every person that first time comers, right? First time comers. That's weird.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Usually at the end.
But we're on an hour, so I'm like, hey, might as well add that. But we'll come back, Uncle Joey. That's what this host gets to do. I get to do what I want. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot.
So here's my question. We're American whiskey, so I don't know how many shows you've watched. I don't know, in depth how many we watch your. I know
what
Uncle
show
Joey
he-
and I
know
always
what show
watch
he
yours.
did watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You damn right.
Yeah, I
did.
told you always add that in. Uncle Joey, you're the best, dude. So, Uncle Joey, what's the best way of asking this question?
Big Easy. What is the one thing that you would just like to make a statement about what you do, what you're about?
That's American.
Where you came from and where you want to go.
Because when I created this, I was sitting down here one time. I was having a drink by myself, and this was before Uncle Joey, before Dylan.
Yep.
And I'm blessed to have these guys, man. Before Brian came along, before any of these guys come along, and I thank you guys so much for being a part of this, and it's been incredible. But the one thing that I've come to grasp is the fact that we're in America and we're drinking these fine liquors and these fine wines. What is one thing, like Uncle Joey said, that's a part of you, that's where you become, but it's got to be American. What's one thing you can say about America? And whether we agree or whether we disagree, that doesn't matter. You've watched one of our shows that went haywire, but what is one thing, man, that you could say about America, I guess?
I think that it would serve better if there were more people willing to lend a helping hand to somebody when in need, or even to lend that hand when they don't need the help.
They don't think they need the help.
Yes,
sir.
just to throw that branch out there. You catch more bees with honey, and you catch a lot more flies with shit.
Yeah.
So I want bees in my life. I want to spread love. I want to spread knowledge that I've gained through hard work and many mistakes and trials and errors, and that's what it's all about. if you're not going to spread what you've learned, then you die with that. And so anything, it's just like with your kids, if you never reproduce, well, you just ended a 3 million year, whatever bloodline. And it's just like with moonshine, moonshine was a hidden art form. It was dead in the eye of the masses because it was so shunned upon. It was taboo. And here in the last 10 years, all because of, Popcorn put his final video out and let people see an icon make liquor. And then this TV show came out and it really brought it up. It brought it back. And realistically, the moonshine community, in my opinion, is one of the best communities you could be a part of. We love each other for the most part.
It's a brotherhood.
Yeah. And you need help. And it doesn't matter if it's moonshine or whatever, your brothers will support you. I've gained so many friends and that I now call family from making moonshine.
Dude, Uncle Joey, dude, just a second you stepped in to Tucking Reds. We haven't even been there yet, other than Uncle Joey. And I've talked to, was it Tucker?
Shout out Tucking Reds.
I've talked to Tucker a couple times.
Like speakerphone with Tucker the other night.
Yes, it sounds like I'm talking to a brother. Dude, this is the first time you've been to my house. I'm like, go open the fridge. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen,
it's one of them things.
Big Easy, this is something that I've said a couple times, and I'll say it again every time we get on one of these podcasts and we talk to you guys. Me and Anthony, Dylan, we've been on these distillery tours, and it's cookie cutter, man. But when I walked in Tucking Reds, when I walked into Pabst Hilltop Distillery down in Bainbridge, Ohio, shout out Chris Lewis. We love you, brother.
Shout out Sherry for going with you, dude. We haven't been able to go to these, but
it's beautiful. I'll cut you off. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful ride down there in the Bainbridge.
We need to make it.
It's a Saturday ride.
Big Easy. We need to make it down there together sometime.
But meeting Chris, talking with Chris, going with Tucker, talking with Tucker, chatting with Big Easy via internet, and then now have him here in the studio. And these guys are genuine, down home, 100% good people, man. They want to share, they want to talk, they want to make friends, and they want to help each other. For the most part, these guys look out for each other, man, and they're there for each other, and anything they can do to help each other. Lawrence Pritchard up there, he's doing a great thing. I mean, everybody, man. I could go down the list. Just the people that we've talked to, just via little messages. Judd Henderson. Judd seems like a cool ass dude.
Shout out to Squatch.
Yeah.
Me and Judd have had a couple conversations. I'm trying to get with him to get some shine. I'd love to give him one for an interview, man. Zoom interview. Judd, your episode, I was intrigued and amazed. You wrote in there, they fucked you. They took your thumper. They didn't leave you shit. And you whooped their ass, man. Dude. You walked out with your head proud, dude. You made a hell of a liquor right there that day. And these guys put every bit of what they have and every bit of their soul into that liquor that comes out that coon Peter.
The old coon pecker. I don't use a coon pecker. And I hear that all the time. And everybody's like, you don't use a coon pecker? And I'm always like, look, bro, I like my liquor like I like my old lady without something else's pecker.
Somebody else's pecker.
You're damn right.
Not me. I'm kidding. But, I'm kidding. If you're listening, I'm just kidding.
Listen, shout out.
I say shit I shouldn't sometimes. I said it just now. And we're live.
And Anthony, it's funny you did that because we were literally talking about this when we were getting the studio ready. We're like, what makes it fun is you just say some off the wall shit and everyone's like, wait, what?
But
Hey, Stephanie.
And we need to backtrack a second, guys. Who really truly made all this possible, Dylan? Where did all this begin? A simple Facebook message from who?
To Dan Gray.
Dan Gray.
Fuck
man.
you, Anthony.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But legit, man. Dan Gray connected us with these moonshine guys, and you guys have been great to us.
Hey,
man.
real quick, guys.
Really have been. We appreciate.
Still talking podcast. Big Easy's gonna be there too. We might as well just say. Real fast, guys. August 20. Hey, if you heard my commercial,
let's do it.
I did that. August 25th through the 27th at Clayton County Fairgrounds, Wilmington, Ohio. We will be doing the Farm to Bottle Festival. We have Catfish Cooley being the MC. We've got Still Talking Podcast, American Whiskey. We've got so many bands. I'm not going to even try, but there's a lot. There's a lot of good ones. We had one guy on Facebook that was shitting on us because there's no good bands. You're an idiot.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good bands
because he tried to say you're trying to support local. Yeah. If you look at these bands, 100%.
So there's going to be a lot of people here, man. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. Uncle Joey, are there still campsites? Do you know?
Absolutely. I think that's a pretty big campsite. Yes.
So you can register camp. Go ahead.
There's Airbnbs on Airbnb. Verbo. There are Airbnbs out there.
Yeah. And Big Sturge will be there with a 30-foot camper. and I'm gonna set up
Big Sturge makes a mean breakfast.
hey, it's
anybody in the farm to bottle world, Big Sturge's breakfast.
I will tell you that me and Phil Billy got a big old house, and there's a driveway. You could park that in if you want to come party with us all night.
Shit.
So,
how many bedrooms in that house?
they're all full, but
shit.
there's plenty of room for trailers. And
how far?
It's right around the corner. Like
nice.
So I need a generator. Can I hook up power there?
I mean, hey, if you got the cord, man, we'll find somewhere to plug it in.
Yes, sir.
Anthony, I'm in.
You damn right. You know.
Hey Dan, if you're listening, don't cancel my reservations. But I got to talk to Big Easy after this.
But Anthony, my thing with that, they're moonshiners. You don't think they'll be able to make it work?
Oh yeah.
You're talking to a maintenance guy.
Yeah.
Mike.
He's pretty good at changing.
Yeah, I can make just about anything work.
100 mile an hour tape. We got this.
All right. So pretty much, guys, you don't want to miss this. There's a campground where you can have so much fun. There's opportunity here to learn, right, Uncle Joey? When Dylan, when we were doing this commercial, we were like, there was things I just had learned. I was like,
shout out Brian Hooten.
Yeah, Brian Hoot with the knife making. Like there's the glass blowing.
It's going to be wild. Like so this is the first year for the Farm to Bottle.
Yeah.
And old Dan Gray put it together. You know,
shout out Dan.
You know, on a whim. He's, I bet he was just thinking about it. And we
He's
talk about it all the time.
Let's do it.
Hey, in the Dan Cave. Yeah.
There's only one other moonshine festival in Ohio, and that's in New Straitsville. In New Straitsville, Ohio, down in the Hocking Hills area. It's real famous for moonshine and the birth of the Coal Miners Union. Al Capone used to run liquor through New Straitsville.
Right. When is that festival, by the way?
It's in early May.
Okay.
Early May.
I have to check this out, boys.
Mid to early May. We usually shoot down there. It's beautiful down there. You go down, you can walk up the hill, you can see. And then if anybody knows the story about the Coal Miners Union, about how they had all these town folks working up in this mine digging coal, and they didn't want to pay them shit.
Nope.
So they unionized, and they're like, oh yeah, you're all fired. And they brought in scabs. Well, they all went up there in the middle of the night and set fire to that.
They burned it down. Yeah.
To this day, there's still veins of coal burning and smoldering in Appalachia,
deep
Ohio.
in Appalachia. Yes, sir.
And it's crazy. It's the FU that a lot deeper than you ever been.
That's not hard.
He's welcome.
How did you know?
He is welcome here anytime, by the way.
First off, this is my house. I will make everyone leave right now. I've been deeper than the Appalachian Mountains, boy. Nice
Sean
one, Big Easy. Nice one.
I lie to myself all the time.
Me too. It
makes me feel better.
It's wider than it is long.
Sounds like it's going around.
It's not even wide, Uncle Joey. Okay, and continuing.
I love y'all.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Thanks, guys. When you all leave, now I'm gonna have to console him for the next 2 hours.
But,
Big Easy, this right here, dude. I named this before these guys even came around. I had so many different podcasts, and this one finally hit.
Yeah.
But this is Off the Wall Studios, dude. Nice. But I can mute you. I wanted to add that.
And he will.
I will. Go ahead. I'll lean over to Joey's mic.
I will. Hey, who's been muted the most in this podcast? Uncle Joey.
There we go.
And there's another guy one time, but we won't mention that episode.
We won't talk about the episode we had to cut short.
Yeah. I saw the World Star Hip Hop episode on that.
That was
luckily nobody else got to see it.
Hey,
there was a few more than you think, dude.
I appreciate how you handle that. My man said, if you don't know, maybe you don't need
Yeah,
that's right.
If you don't know, you just don't know. I'm like, that's my dude,
but listen,
go ahead.
The mics are always hot.
The mics don't lie.
So wait a second. Now you agree the mics are always hot.
No, he knows. Hey, Uncle Joe, you remember that one time I edited it? I'm like, just listen to it. Just listen to it.
Hey, what was your buddy? Who was that was here?
It was Thomas.
Dude, me and Thomas were straight going to punch you. Listen, we had an episode drop. I'll just do it. We had an episode drop. I was back in the refrigerator. Remember the whole thing up with the beginning about Uncle Joey? This is live. Yeah, I said some shit back in the refrigerator. I said, man,
don't say it.
I need you to edit that. He said, all right, I'm going to edit it out. Okay, hold on. And he didn't even touch it. He said, does this sound better? And it was the same recording. And I looked at him and I was like, no,
you said it sounds a little better.
He said, hold on. I'm going to try it again. he played it. It was even louder. I was like, I mean, I was in tears, man. By the time we were done,
He
I
was
said,
on the floor,
I
dude.
said, I hate you first of all, and you're a dick.
I love you at the same time.
So
Yes,
we
that's my brother.
have to get it. We are. Go ahead, Uncle Joe.
That's my brother right there.
We are.
Yeah.
We're dude. I love you, man. See, it's funny because we keep saying we gotta get the Uncle Joey on air sign because he always says something
inappropriate shit.
and he's like, "Go ahead and edit that out. Edit that out." I'm like, "We're live, dude."
When you come on our podcast, we tell you like we ain't editing it.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit what you say.
Well,
There's 30 or 40 people watching, and it's
Yeah.
going to be here.
we
you
thought
know?
that too, but
Yeah, you know what, Uncle Joey,
Certain
Yes, sir.
circumstances.
Yes,
we're
sir.
getting the on air sign. I promise.
all
brother.
right. Sean Rigsby, we would love to have you on.
Yeah, where'd you go, bro?
Yeah, where'd
His
you
phone
go?
died in the car.
Yeah, his phone died.
Lies.
Listen, all this is meaning.
I did see the little lady over his shoulder.
I did
so.
see that.
I'm going to say
She's
this, and I'm going to
adorable.
maybe stepping over. I feel like Big Easy's having a decent time here.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'll want to come back. Sean,
Yeah,
Sean,
absolutely.
we'll get you in here. We'll get a permission slip. We'll get the kitchen pass. We'll give you a 3 months notice, whatever we need to give you.
Hey, this was
And,
like
Bill
a
can't
month.
come.
I thought this was pretty good, but whatever. Man.
I told her
Uh,
3 months ahead. I'm coming.
Listen, shout out. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to all the women in our lives that have
Mike,
put up
we
with
need to
us,
get you a mic, dude.
put up with us, and allow us to come in here and do this shit.
Yeah,
I got a
man.
good one. Anthony's got a good one.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Easy, you got you a good one
Yeah.
too.
Dude, I'll be like, "Hey, Uncle Joe, you want to lay what down?"
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah. So shout out to the ladies.
What'd you say?
So mine yells me for getting batteries.
Ah.
Should we
that-
share that?
That day we were playing games.
So, dude, we were on Xbox. I don't know about you, Big Easy, but I suck at video games. But like my boys play, so I got one, so I
Yeah.
play with them. And I'm the guy that just like I run down the middle and just get killed, you know.
Yeah,
And,
I hide. I can't because
I try that,
I
but
get
I'm not good.
arthritis from the controller and shit. So
Dude, they're like, "Why are you shooting?" I'm like, my pointer finger just
like I don't know. I set the controller down.
Yeah.
I'm hitting this jar. Y'all
No,
leave me alone.
What's awesome is
So-
I just let Anthony run, and where the
does.
shots come from, I kill them.
So I'll just be running up the middle. So there's one night, me and Big Mike over here. Big Mike, show your face.
I was
real
there
fast.
too. I was
So
there
everybody
too.
knows you're here. And Dylan invited us, okay, Big Easy. And out of nowhere, dude, this woman in the background goes the fuck off. "You son of a bitch, where's the AA batteries?" And he's like, "I bought some." And she's like, "Those are the piece of shit ones." And he go, dude,
Dollar Tree.
he's like, "I'll be right back." He lays the mic down, dude, and you can still hear her.
She beating the shit out of him.
Dude, she was like, "You motherfucker." And he's like, "I'll be back in 20 minutes. I gotta go to Dollar General."
And,
We
and
were
what
dying.
makes this better is when I invited them to my party, I was playing with friends that play a lot.
Yeah.
And what did the
They
friend
loved
say,
it.
Anthony?
I
He
don't
said,
know.
"Where'd the girl go? We want her back."
Yeah. Hey, Big Easy, you ready for this one? I'm about to blow your mind.
Go ahead and try.
So Big Mike and I have been friends for a long time.
nice.
I used to date his girl
We're all about this.
for like 5 years. And we
Eskimo
also
brothers.
dated another girl
Eskimo
that was the
Brothers.
same. Yeah.
We're Eskimo twins.
They just pass around
We're
apparently.
absolutely twins. We're absolutely so. But hey, Uncle Joey, let's rewind back here. Boom, boom, over there. So
I can't. Matt Lemaster, if you're still watching,
I'm sure he is.
this shit is killing me right now, brother. You're good.
can I get some? You always drink it all, dude.
Dude,
You always
look,
drink
Matt
it all.
Lemaster, this orange cream, there's so much going on here.
Brian,
brother.
you're over here, brother. Is there anything you want
Kudos.
to add about this bullshit episode of just off the wall shit, bro? I love you so much. I'm glad you're here, but is there anything?
Just
Thank you.
happy to be a part of it.
I know
brother.
you are,
Thank you,
man. This is
Brian.
our manager. Come and show you. Yeah, right here. This guy right here, manager. So I ordered 51 shirts, right? When I get the sizes, so when I got the sizes, I kind of bullshitted the sizes. He's like, "Who ordered the sizes?" And I was like, "I did." And he's like, "Don't do that again." Big Mike's like, "Don't get smalls." I'm like, "Get smalls."
Smalls don't
Wet
It doesn't
t-shirt
work.
contest at Farm to Bottle.
Hey, yeah, we're doing a wet t-shirt contest. I will be involved. So
Anthony's gonna win with
The
that.
shirt
Shut
says
up.
whiskey
It'll
on
be
it, and he
Anthony
orders
and Catfish
5
Kool-Aid.
smalls
I don't know.
and 1 2X.
I think
yeah, I ordered
And
one,
I'm
2X,
wearing, and I'm
bro.
wearing it.
I might have to get into that, man. Like, wet shirt. I'm covered in sexy tattoos. So
Me too, bro.
Big Easy, Catfish
My
Kool-Aid,
titties are bigger.
Sturgeon.
Hey, they always win when the titties are bigger, so I win.
that's right.
Hey, big, cut it up. Make it your own. Go tank top.
Tank top, baby.
I got a nipple pierced. I'll
That is true. I forgot
cut
about
one-
Uncle
cut
Joey.
one nipple
He
out.
does,
Yep.
dude.
Nice,
I'll
man.
never forget when I saw that for the first time.
Joey for the win. You already won.
Listen, shout out. This is
Shout out to my son who said, "Why is his nipple hard over there?"
This
Like, I
goes
was
back
like-
to a good dear
That
friend
one's
of
always
mine.
hard.
I was like, Uncle Joey, why? My son said your nipples hard. He lifted it up, and I was like, "That's a piercing."
Shout out
Ryan, go upstairs.
Thin Lizzie's tattoo and piercing way back in the day.
They're not even a thing, dude.
Beth and Tall, you guys are great people, man. I miss you guys. Lots of good ink, lots of piercings.
Brian said, "Fuck this podcast. I'm out."
Mike's
Grab
hot.
me a beer. All right. Is there anything else we want to add, boys? Big Easy, you
Yeah.
got it. Anything you want to say, dude? We can end this anytime.
I think we got to try Sean's liquor.
Let's do it.
You know,
Whoa.
and-
Try it or
Hey, Dylan.
and I
Remember we said we ain't drinking a lot, but
and I think Uncle Joey he needs
Let's do it.
more liquor. He hasn't had enough yet.
don't know. Uncle Joey, start hugging, dude. I'm telling you. And then
I'm cool with that.
listen,
I know you are.
I'll say
You about
this.
threw me on the ground at the.
Damn right.
I was like, I ain't never been
So-
thrusted that hard.
So to go back to the release,
yeah.
as soon as the they were done releasing the bottles and all that, I ran over to the checkout lane and I'm like, how many bottles can I buy?
I know. I watched you walk out with 107.
I was like, how many jars can I buy? And they're like, how many do you want? I'm like, well, I want 10 cases of this and I want 3 cases. And they're like, no, 24 jars is all I can sell you. And I'm like, bruh, you just passed off a bunch of money. I'm down. And so they sell me 24 jars and it's in 60.
He carried them all out.
I carried all for 24 out at the same time and I'm walking down. And,
Steph said, carry one of those for him. I was like, if that motherfucker's down the hill, I ain't carrying shit.
well, I was right next door at the Gatlinburg Inn. We all stayed
You
where all
lucky
the
guy.
Shiners stayed. So I parked right in the very front because I knew that way I could just stop them in my car,
Yeah.
grab a jar.
I wondered how you
Uh,
got back so quick. I was like, that motherfucker
Yeah.
ran up the hill.
And I was sweating. I come back, I'm just
I
pouring,
know.
and everybody's like, damn, are you all right? I was like, I just carried 24 jars like 100 feet and I'm about to die.
I wanted to kill you because my son's like, hey, Dad, when you took that picture with Big Easy, his arms was bigger than yours. I was like, son, it was the glare. It was the glare.
It's all
No
about-
one's is bigger than mine.
It's all about angles.
It is.
And he shaved. It's shaved.
Yeah.
It's shaved.
Shut up, damn it.
Oh, who
All
knows?
right, let's do Sean's whiskey or bourbon here or whatever it is.
So Sean's liquor is
Let's pass it around.
What?
it's
Shout out Sean.
yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
Sean.
Sean.
I
Hope
gotta,
you're still
I
watching.
gotta pass this around.
Yeah, you gonna
I got one right here.
I'm
you
just-
pass it to
I'm
me
just-
and he passes
I'm
over
just
there.
fucking
So-
with you, Sean. Shout out, man. This is good shit.
So it's
Pass it up.
it's made heavy with the malted wheat.
Yeah,
And-
the wheat.
You know, the wheat. I'm a wheat guy. If
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
drinking bourbon,
We like weeded bourbon.
yeah, I like the wheat. Oh yeah.
We are definitely fans of the weeded bourbon.
We're trying to piss Mike off. Sorry.
And so you know, like when you taste that liquor, to
Yeah.
me, it's more like a grain liquor that I would make.
Hey, Big Easy, can I
at
add
home.
something real fast?
Yes, sir.
We're a few sheets to the wind. We're gonna keep going on this Sean's whiskey, but I know Uncle Joey, Dylan, and I, all of us, we're at least 3 sheets to the wind right now.
Well,
So-
good. There's-
I'm good.
There's
I
still
haven't been
another
drinking
sheet.
much.
Uncle Joey,
I think Joey's like 5 or 6.
Uncle Joey, your complexion's even different. You're not good.
Dude, I'm good, bro. I mean,
I was
Your
about to-
complexion's off, dude.
Joey switched to water. He's good.
I was about to say, I
always
really,
drink. I always
All
got
right.
water.
I really haven't been
always
drinking
got
much.
water.
I'm definitely good.
Shut the hell up, boys. All right, Dylan, you're up. Sean's 0 to 10 on smell, 0 to 10 on
Oh, Sean.
taste.
I believe we did this, or well,
We're doing it
privately,
again. We're doing it again.
last week, and I gave it a 9.9. It has a little bit of a burn there that I feel like masks a little bit of flavor.
Is there any chance we can pass an open jar over here?
Big Mike had it and put it back.
No, we don't have one.
Sorry, Uncle Joey, I gotta take your jar away from you.
So it's made with malted wheat. You know, you don't get a lot of liquors with malted.
Can I
wheat.
add something about my wife real fast?
Yes, sir.
So she just sent us a picture of Brian and I, and she like must be watching I Love You, Baby. Did you see the picture she was
Wait,
sent us?
wait, how
Cheers.
long has she been watching?
She's been watching the whole time. She screen chatted a picture of Brian and I, which we weren't not kissing, we
Yeah,
were
the
faking it.
caption says it all.
Yeah, the caption says
anyway.
We can't see from this side, so we can't.
it says
confirm
when
or
live
deny
does
that.
you dirty. I forgot we were live. Forgive us. I'm kidding. What do we got here? Don't anyway us, Uncle Joey. We'll do what we want.
Hey, I think
We will kiss if we want, damn
I
it.
think Big Easy just did it right.
Yeah, that's not what happened. I jokingly. All right, here we go. Sean, Brian, 0 to 10 right now. Just say it. 0 to 10 on smell, taste.
7.9.
Jesus.
Are you Yugoslavian?
Okay, so
that Russian.
all right,
Oh,
so
okay,
on
my bad.
smell, it's a 10. On taste, it's a 5.5.
You know why he says it's a 10? Because he loves that. He likes that. He's a corn guy.
Yeah,
But he smells a lot of. No, you smell wheat.
You
Is
smell-
that what it is?
Yeah.
It's that malted wheat. It gives it that. It's a different twang you're not used to.
But
Yeah.
to me,
You like the
it
smell.
tastes
You like
like
that smell.
it
yeah.
tastes too fruity.
But it's not,
I don't
though.
get a lot of the fruit.
No,
It's like
neither
a,
do I.
I get that dryness of that wheat.
so
out
what
of
I
it,
get
and
on that
that's
what I
like
get on
about
that
it.
taste, I'll try to explain it, which may not make any sense at all to anyone. So it is good. It is good. I feel like it'd be a great Bloody Mary.
Mhm.
But I really get a lot of that. Uncle Joe, you said malted barley. Is that
Big
what you
Easy
said?
did
Malted
malted
wheat.
wheat.
So there's that, like, I love that moonshine flavor and I get a lot of it. So it's a solid 10 on smell. But I'm disappointed that I'm not getting that when I'm tasting it.
Mhm.
Does that make sense
What with
at
that?
all?
What do you get? Not getting what the fruit?
So
or
I'm not getting that smell that I'm not
Oh,
tasting that smell.
So I did see Sean post
So,
somewhere.
do me a favor. Drink
Yeah.
drink some water
I did. I have a whole glass of water over
because I get that. I mean, I
It-
get that wheat on the palate.
with-
I really
here.
do.
Let me try
yeah.
some Coors Light.
You know, with that wheat, just like with a dry wine, the more you drink, the drier it'll get, and the more pronounced that wheat will come through.
And I
'Cause
get
I'm
you,
a big
it's in the back. It's a drier. It's in the back, kind of a palate
It
thing.
keeps you thirsty, keeps you wanting more.
It does, man. I haven't put my jar in the freezer yet. That I think
ahead,
when I get
Brian.
home, I'm going to toss it in the freezer.
Brian, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, just in all fairness to Sean, when I tasted this 2 days ago,
Yeah.
I would have rated it a lot higher, but obviously our palates are a little bit
Yeah, they're different. They're different. right.
swollen.
But I don't want to. But
Um,
here's the
What are
thing,
you
Big
saying,
Easy.
Brian?
Impaired is the word I'm going for.
Brian, here's the thing,
Tastes
though.
fine.
I'm not trying to say that it's bad. It tastes really good. But it's just not lining up with what I'm smelling.
Mhm.
That's the biggest thing I can say. Like Uncle Joey, I know you and I differ a lot on that, but you understand me a lot when it comes to this stuff. You get what I'm saying, right? Like you understand.
Yeah, I get you.
So
Is that really barley? Is that what I'm smelling?
Wheat,
Wheat.
malted wheat.
The malted wheat.
And what is malted wheat? Explain.
It's unique for sure.
It's sprouted wheat. You know,
a sprouted wheat. Is that what that is? What
Okay.
makes it malted?
it's when you sprout.
Okay,
so like,
gotcha.
it's like when you malt corn.
Good question.
When you malt corn, it sprouts out of the end just a little bit.
Okay.
And what it did was when you malted it, you converted the starches into sugars because that little sprout's sugar.
okay.
And so that's a way for you to not have to use barley to convert or amylase to convert your starches into sugar. Some people malt it. And when you malt it, it changes the flavor. Like with the blue corn, I believe it makes it sweeter when you malt it.
So Anthony, on this one, I saw Sean post it somewhere, and Uncle Joey just hit on it. Try putting it in the freezer for a few hours,
I
and then
haven't
taste
tried
it.
that. Let's do
He
it.
said it brings out a lot more flavor.
Let's do it.
So I put ice in mine the other night. So the
I
first
want that smell in my mouth.
the
That's what
first
I
time
want.
I opened Sean's jar, I messaged him. I said, "Open up your jar," and I'm drinking it in a bourbon glass because I wanted to smell it because those bourbon Glens, and it smell. I'll be honest, when you smell it from the jar and you smell it from that Glen, I get more fruit from the Glen than I do the jar, and I'm okay with that. But I get a high wheat flavor from the jar.
All right, so here's the deal. I hate to do this.
Hold on. Let me throw in my 10
Go
and 10
ahead.
here.
Hold on, what's Dylan always say?
I don't what is your saying? What is it, Don?
Mike just threw that out there.
I mean, he didn't.
Yeah, I'll just say now.
What is your
Okay.
saying, Dylan? What is the one I'm was it? Don't fucking say that.
missed it. Uncle Joey's already said it tonight.
Did he? Can you at least say it for us once?
Real quick.
Real
Hey,
quick.
Hey guys,
There
real
it is.
quick.
He's
I'm
already
like,
said it.
stop saying it.
So
Real quick, Mike.
here's my 10 and 10 on the smell and the taste. So like I said, it
From a non-whiskey drinker.
from a
Remember
non-whiskey drink. So listen or smelling Sean's bourbon, whatever it is,
that. Oh, weeded.
weeded liquor, moonshine, whatever.
Oh, that's
The smell of
debatable.
the smell of the berries, I'm giving it an 8.5.
Nice.
Taste, I believe Big Easy's got it on the taste. I'm giving Sean a 9 on the taste.
I'm an
just
idiot,
because
feel
I
like.
was expecting more berries when I tasted it, but it was just straight.
Wheat,
Yeah.
malted wheat. Yeah.
And the
Get
burn.
smell.
But
We
I
like
said,
that wheat bourbon, wheated
that
bourbon.
peach brandy,
we do.
Oh, buddy.
Big Mike, I'm surprised with this, dude. I'm surprised with this.
I'm very.
All right, so
I'm very
here it
surprised.
goes. Are you guys ready for this?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna end it real fast because I want my daughter to be. We can still hang out and have fun, but my daughter's 6th birthday is today.
No, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Emerson.
So Emerson's this is my baby girl, so I know she'd like to see me. She likes to come down here and hang out. So I want to really just tell you and Ian, Big Easy, and Sean, even though it didn't last that long. Hopefully we can get
Story
a
of Sean's
Sean.
life.
story of Sean's life. But it's just not long enough. You know, it wasn't a long enough
Story of my life.
Yeah, it's just his story. You know,
Does that go
But-
around the room?
probably,
it does.
probably. So.
Probably.
But Big Easy, I always
big
ask
balls.
the American question. You already answered it for us. But Brian, I'm going to start with you. Anything else you want to add, brother? You don't have to, so if you want to.
Well, you want to let me talk? Or
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
ahead.
I can mute you at any point. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Just kill it.
That's
kill it.
fine. That's fine.
Hey,
I was just gonna say happy birthday, Emerson.
Happy birthday, Emerson.
Hey,
Okay.
Happy birthday, Emerson.
I'll take some of that. All right, Big Mike. Anything you want to add, brother? Take the mic over there if you got something to add. If not, it's fine. All I was going to say was it's fine if not.
Well, I got something. So it's been a pleasure coming here. I haven't been here in a long time, since almost reviewing your report when, how bad that's not going to happen ever again. But like I said, it's been a pleasure coming out here. Obviously meeting Big Easy, tasting this amazing moonshine. I appreciate the opportunity coming out. That's all.
Mike, we're glad you came, brother. We always
Yeah,
like guests
dude.
in the studio.
Dude, this has been out of everyone in here. This is my longest friend, dude. He's a
Hell
great
yeah.
dude. All right,
So-
Justice League.
I think this was a great episode. I don't have anything to add to this.
All right, Uncle Joey.
What I have to add is I appreciate every one of you moonshiners for future and past episodes and interviews. We want to get you on if we haven't had you on. We want to hear your story. We want you to hear what you got going on. We appreciate you and thank you very much. Big Easy, you want to say anything?
Hey, spread love, man. That's what it's all about.
I love you, brother.
Spread
That's
love.
Spread
awesome.
your love, give your knowledge.
All right, so let's see how many times you guys have listened to this podcast. We're gonna go in order. As always, guys, I'm Big Sturge.
I'm Justice League.
And I am Uncle Joey.
The bartender.
Big Mike.
Yeah, Big Easy. Appreciate you.
And we are
American Whiskey.
and
Still talking
podcast.
moonshine edition.
Love
Thanks,
you guys. Thanks for
everybody.
tuning in, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Dylan, sign us off with where
Ooh.
they can follow us, everything.
Yes, sir. Y'all shine on.
So since I haven't done it yet,
Shine
real quick
on.
tonight, everyone's saying happy birthday to Miss Emerson over
Ah,
there.
she's a beauty queen, dude. Love
So
her.
you can always find us at A&W or American Whiskey at gmail.com, Instagram and TikTok at America_whiskey, YouTube and Facebook at American Whiskey, and Twitter at America_whiskey.
I'm trying to get the birthday girl down here. We'll see if we can get her down here. There he is. There she is. Come here, Emerson. We're ending it right now. We wanted to end it with you. Come here. Big Easy. Here's the family, brother. Everybody listening and watching the live. Come here, Emerson. Come here.
Happy birthday, Emerson.
What is that? Put her up there.
Emerson.
All right, here's the birthday. I am dad. This is not dad.
No,
But I am
but she
dad.
gave me a hug.
You guys can go say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to the family. Say hi to the family. This is the birthday girl. So we're going to end it on this. This is Emerson. Everybody live. You got to say it and you have to do it right now. How many people are saying happy birthday to her? Let's sing it to her, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emerson. Happy birthday to you. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.